Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubbies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Jeremy Griggs, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So striding forward now, Pete Armstrong. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch coming. Here it is. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. A ball and a strike. Griggs has thrown north of 1,800 big league innings in his career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
So coming to the plate, J.C. Embry. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
I know it's still early in the season, but I expect him to keep up this pace with the power numbers. He's got immense power in that bat.
He's set. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0 is a ball down and away.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Pulled toward right center field. Dickerson is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Sum Higawa will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Striding into the box, Enrique Dorta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Enrique Dorta.
Here's the pitch. Now the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Leury Garcia. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
1 out, nobody on. 3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the third baseman, David.
Standing in, David Fernandez. Just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
2-2 now. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through. A base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. From the stretch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Man, it's a pitcher you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. fly ball out toward right field. Santiago is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Avery McMillan.
Coming to the plate now, Avery McMillan. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First offering on its way. This is pulled into right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Freddie Santiago is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
All even now, 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
The 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
The 2-2 one more time. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Freddie Santiago is retired to kick off the inning. To the plate now, Ryan Buckner. As he'll take a look at ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 44 RBIs. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a bouncer foul to the left side, and the count will move ahead now to 3-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. And the pitch. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And he fouls this one off. Now here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Here's Ben Zobrist now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Comes set, the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Ready with the 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with two down.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Damon Phelps.
The catcher, Damon Phelps.
First delivery to him on the way. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Good palm ball. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, got him swinging with the palm ball there, and that's the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect from the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Dave Luke, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Three and 1. The 3-1. He is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Alvaro Rosales. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Two out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, who move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Jimmy Grimes. Now here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box now, Sam Igawa, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Third inning, no score to this point. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Dorta is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Digging in, Adam Greenberg. First pitch on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box, Pete Armstrong. Slapped hard the opposite way. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
At the plate now, J.C. Embry, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Embry is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Line drive to left. McMillan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the switch-hitting pitcher, Jeremy Griggs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, ball one.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball two. The Cubs had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early one-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he gets the palm ball by him to run things full. Popped him up. Grimes has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping up now, Enrique Dorta. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Grounded up the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Digging in, Leury Garcia. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. Garcia, the former New York Met, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, David Fernandez. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
2 out with the man at first. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. Cards leave 1. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder, Freddie Santiago. Here comes the first pitch.
1-1.
And it's fouled away. A 1-1.
2-1.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. To the plate now, Ryan Buckner. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Right side, but it's well foul. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us are back with more following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And there's one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Striding in once again, Avery McMillan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a high chopper over to the right side. High hop, and he barehands it. Wow.
Now batting, catcher, Damon Phelps.
Now batting, Damon Phelps. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the third baseman, Ben Zobrist. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 3-1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is low, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit softly down the line at first. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he is going to score now all the way from first on a play that was nothing short of a disaster all the way around.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Stepping in, Sam Igawa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Heading out towards shallow right. Dorta has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not to risk it.
Adam Greenberg.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Greenberg. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way.
No.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. 1 out and a runner on third. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now the 2-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So striding in, Pete Armstrong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Dickerson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits, as the runs were pretty much handed to them. Home half of the fifth coming up. Cubs lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. The next to bat for St. Louis, Dave Luke. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Palm ball got him, one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in fourth place in that department in the National League. Coming to the plate now, Alvaro Rosales. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's upstairs.
And that one misses badly. It's ball two. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Jeremy Griggs. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, J.C. Embry. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Embry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitters count. 2-1 now. Here it comes. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. Guess he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
In now, Ryan Buckner.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Dickerson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So stepping in, Enrique Dorta. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, inside.
Fastball well outside. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Leore Garcia.
Stepping in, Leore Garcia. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, David Fernandez.
At the plate, David Fernandez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's outside.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Line drive to center field. Greenberg is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Jeremy Stauffer will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Jeremy Stauffer.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and set to go is the 2nd baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, upstairs.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And now a pitch on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McMillan arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he goes up to get this one as he pops it up over toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
So digging in now, Jimmy Grimes. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Now the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Dickerson on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 3-0. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Corey Dickerson.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that's lifted the other way out to left. Armstrong comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Avery McMillan.
Ready for another chance, Avery McMillan. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Greenberg comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Damon Phelps.
Into the box now, Damon Phelps. First offering on its way. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Two out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lined into right, a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Into the box, Dave Luke, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
1-1.
And he missed with the palm ball, so it goes to 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Digging in to try it again, Alvaro Rosales, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high, ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Cards strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Number 12 is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 12, Nick Castellanos.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Dickerson going back. Gone! It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. 4th home run for him on the season, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Into the box now, Adam Greenberg. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The next 3-2. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The left fielder of the fourth, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box, Pete Armstrong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider finds the zone for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch outside. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 3.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0.
Hey!
A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. The 1-1. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Luke Little is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Ryan McCord will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The Cubbies are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Enrique Dorta, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Whoa, damn.
1 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Here's another 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. But both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Settling in now, Leury Garcia. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
At the plate now, David Fernandez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two and 0. Here it is. Outside. 3-0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
Three and 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Julio Guzman comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ryan Buckner stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And the pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems, but trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. And this will be fouled away. Now the 0-1. Throw over to first. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first, and that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next to the Cubs.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Jimmy Grimes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Sammy Sosa will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Sammy Sosa.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2 down, runners at first and second. Rip toward the gap in right. Kipnis rounds third and is digging for the plate. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. In now, Adam Greenberg. Line to the right side. And he will take it to the bag himself for the putout, and that'll prevent him from adding any more runs here, as that'll end the inning. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Billy Palmer is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 25, Billy Palmer.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about.
This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Armstrong is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
22, Avery McMillan.
Digging in now, Avery McMillan. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder looking up, still going back. See you later, over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
To the plate now, Damon Phelps. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
At the plate, Dave Luke. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he lays off again, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
It's sharply toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Ready once again, Alvaro Rosales. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Up and in for ball 1. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Archie Jacob will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 33, Archie Jacob.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And there's ball 1. Line hard down the line in right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out. The Cubs complete the 4-game road sweep against their division rivals.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
6-2 the final total today. The Cubs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Some Igawa earns win number 7 on the season. Jeremy Griggs is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Our paid attendance is